Memorial Day weekend, so we decided to head out and explore the Hualapai Mountains. Despite being just two hours from home, we had never been there, so we were excited to go and explore and hoped it would not be too crowded on a holiday weekend. We got a late start in Las Vegas. Almost noon, we'd crossed over the Hoover Dam into Arizona. The plan was to stop in Kingman for sandwiches, then hit the dirt and make our way to the Moss Trail. Moss Wash is a challenging trail that leads up into the Hualapai Mountains and passes by the Gold King Mansion, which we'd hope would be a good spot for late lunch. Then we planned on keeping going into the mountains, finding a place to camp, hopefully before dark. After getting gas and sandwiches in Kingman, we took the I-40 to Blake Ranch Road, which quickly turned into dirt. Stopped to air down, saw some cows wandering across the road. They would be the first of many wildlife encounters we had this weekend. This trip had more animal sightings than any ever other we'd been on, except maybe Alaska. Saw two snakes on this trip. I'm not sure what kind of snake the first one was, but he was moving slowly across the road, probably warming himself in the sunshine. And the second snake was definitely a rattler. I think it was a western diamondback rattlesnake, not sure. That one's definitely a rattler. Whoa! Whoa, now he knows I'm here! Made good time down the graded dirt road. Soon we found ourselves at the Moss Wash Trail. Moss Wash is a moderately challenging 10-mile trail that leads up into the mountains. There's some fun off-camber sections, show off the Jeep's articulation a little, some rock gardens, get in a little crawling. turn, and huge drop. Time to back up. The stream runs between the trail and the mansion. The local bullfrogs did not appreciate us splashing by.
What kind of bird is that? Oh, it's a frog! There he is! I was like, what the hell kind of bird is that? He's in there. On the... Yeah,
oh, I saw it! Oh, shit!
Yeah. Oh my god! Okay, could you do that one more time? I don't want to frighten you or anything. It'd just be cool if you made your noise.
Hi guys.
Make frog noises!
Do your big bullfrog noise.
It won't hurt you either way, but if you could make your noises, that'd be cool. Yes. There's 3! Oh no, there's one.
About halfway through the trail, came to the Gold King Mansion. Construction on the mansion started in 1930, shortly after gold was found in the area. The building was originally constructed to be the miners' quarters. However, it became apparent a large workforce was unnecessary. It was used instead as an elaborate resort to wine and dine prospective stock investors. Mine production slowed during the early 1930s. However, during World War II, operations resumed and the mine continued to operate throughout the war, producing gold, silver, lead, and zinc. The trail passes in front of the mansion and wraps around the old building. I figured the mansion would be a great place to stop for lunch, but since we got a late start, we arrived, the shadows were already gone. We needed to head out and start looking for camp. We started gaining some elevation as we moved away from the mansion. by several herds of cattle. One of the cows was drinking from a stream that ran through the trail. He was completely unbothered by us and our jeeps, so we just had to wait for him to drink his fill before we could move on down the trail.
It was literally just a cow that was drinking from a stream right
As the sun set, we made our way along the ridgeline looking for camp. Sunset, one of the most beautiful we had ever seen. And apparently we were not the only ones who thought so. We came upon an elk who was relaxing in the shrubs. Seems to be enjoying the sunset as well. We debated whether or not to sit and watch the sunset, but unfortunately we were running out of daylight and we needed a place to camp. So, in the interest of trying not to set up camp in the pitch black, which ended up ending anyway, we drove on to search for a good spot to relax and spend the night. We should have made a better plan, or a plan at all really, of where we were going to camp tonight. But ended up after dark before we found a place. In the morning, we woke to find out that we had managed to find a great campsite. Had plenty of room for both jeeps and 3 tents. We were lucky to find such a beautiful spot to enjoy the mountains. Despite it being almost June, the weather was perfect in the mountains. It was a bit cold during the night, dipping into the low 40s, we would guess. But once the sun was up again, the day was beautiful. Before we left, couldn't resist, had to test out the new FPV drone. Excellent, unlike my pilot skills, but cool nonetheless. We hit a few trees, but the drone stayed in the air, learning, getting ready to take a dive. All in all, an excellent adventure. We'll definitely be back, and probably do it better next time.